Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem YAHAWASHI, Ba'ashem RICANS. Double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to my Akim Wakwathim, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this bound captivity. This is Brother Kawakub coming at you with another lesson. And today's lesson, I want to go into Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. So today's lesson is going to be on this kind of realization that I kind of had, I think just yesterday and a little bit more, because, you know, I mean, me personally, as I was growing up, I never really like said in my mind, in my heart of hearts, my mind of minds, whatever, like, man, I really hate so-called Hispanics. I really hate so-called I have said that I hated like so-called black people. I always said like I despise so-called black people. Like, black people are some of the worst people ever, aside from, and this is just aside from like just my natural hatred towards Esau Edom. But it was I always felt like, damn, I hate so-called black people. I hate them the most. Then also, like, for me personally, right, which I think this is just a Judah thing, which I'm gonna get in the scriptures in a bit. But me personally, I always just hated, I guess, Ephraim or Northern Kingdom, because there was always some Northern Kingdom that had to find a reason to basically piss me off or to annoy me in some way, shape, or form. And I'm not saying this to say like, oh, I just hate, blanket statement, hate Northern Kingdom. That's not what I'm trying to say. Slakia. If it comes off as that, I hate all 12 tribes of the 2/3. Okay, so let's get that, so you guys know that I'm not saying that I hate my brothers and sisters. Okay, and as a matter of fact, I just thought of another precept. So Slakia, let me get that as well. No, let me get this before I forget. All right, so first, let's get this. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. All right, so we have this. Oh, Slakia. So we have this, all right, where it says that there's going to be some Israelites are going to be destroyed. All right, now bear with me one moment, please. I have to take this. All right, Slakia. So yeah, Mark chapter 3, verse 35. For whosoever shall do the will of Yahawah, the same is my brother and my sister and mother. All right. So this is where we have this distinction where the people that are being viewed as our brethren, or are the people that we are supposed to call our brothers, our sisters and mothers and stuff like that, those are the people that actually do the work. All right, this is who we see as family, not just anyone just because, oh, they're a black person, oh, they're a Hispanic and all that stuff. All right, Slocky, one moment. All right, so Slocky about that. Basically, this is who we are. We identify as our brothers and sisters and stuff like that. People that are actually doing the will of YAHAWAH, not just simply because, oh, they look like an Israelite, oh, they look like a black person, they look like a Hispanic, whatever, right? That's not what identifies. Now, with that being said, though, there are going to be times, I guess, if you want to call it that, where sometimes our biggest enemies might end up being said so-called black people, so-called Hispanics and whatnot, actually other Israelites. So as a result of that, these are the things that we take note of and we just be wary of. All right, we be aware of, so that you're not just caught off guard and stuff like that, because oftentimes some people might think, oh, well, I'm going to trust this person simply because they're an Israelite. So I just know that they're going to be better than if I were to trust an Edomite. Well, sometimes it might be better to trust an Edomite simply because they might not actually be an Edomite. They might actually be an Israelite, or maybe the Lord might just be using an Edomite, Slakia, to help you through a situation. And this is the thing, where you have to be able to spiritually discern these things. It's not a matter of just, oh, well, I'm just going to trust this so-called black person, when sometimes it's the so-called black people or Hispanics that might just be plotting on your downfall more so than the thing. And that's part of the curses. All right, I forgot to get that. Let me get that. Deuteronomy.
When they see that black people are out there protesting, they're out there coming out there, they want to just do something. They love it. They like it. It makes them.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. Okay, so his eye shall be evil towards his brother. So we are going to be basically hating one another. That's a part of the curses. All right. So now with that, we have this whole predicament and dilemma that we're in, where we are constantly hating on one another. We despise seeing each other make it. As a matter of fact, one time when I was when I was living in an apartment, in this one apartment complex, this was when I was still going to school. I was in normal high school, I think. I got this brand new car. All right, it was this brand new car, and then every time we would go and drive, someone would always fucking put a nail in the tire, like every, I don't know how long. Like they just saw, oh, there's just a nice car over here, let's go fucking put some stuff over there. All right, let's go put a nail and let them drive over it and stuff like that. We literally saw throughout the lifespan of living there and owning that car, we literally had to go to the what's it called, the mechanic for a nail. I think like 3 or 4 times, literally 3 or 4 times, and it was always just the same thing. Oh, there's a nail in one of the tires. There's a nail in the tire. Oh, now there's a nail in 2 tires and stuff like that. Like it was so ridiculous, and it's always because of that very common thing. So-called black people, all right, which it's not always black people. It's also Northern Kingdom. All right, they always have a problem seeing another Jake, make it and stuff like that. It's so annoying to see that. All right, like this is the type of stuff that that we're going through, and it's just like, why we're all suffering. So now you want to take it upon yourself to take time out of your day to make another Israelite's life worse. All right, like this, it's just so dumb. All right, And then after, of course, after we moved out, then no there was no more nails. But anyway, you get the picture. Like this, that shit was expensive. That shit was taking away from our fucking money. All right, things were not good at that time. Like it was terrible. All right, but anyway, continuing on, like this is why I'm just like, I just have grown to have so much hatred for Jake. And like, it's like, why the fuck are you doing this? Like, it's like, what's the point? We are all going through shit, but you feel the need to make me suffer more. You want to add on to that, and that's another thing where the over here. Let me get this. Proverbs 20 verse 22, say not thou, I'll recompense evil, but wait on the Lord, and he shall save thee. Okay, we're not supposed to be going around deciding judgment for people. Okay, we're not supposed to be saying, oh well, this person did this, so they deserve to have me go and punch them in the face or fuck up their tires or something like that. No, all right, we're supposed to just let the Lord. If someone is wicked, if someone's doing wickedly, in this society, what we are supposed to do, all right, as children of YAHAWAH is let the Lord handle it. Let the Lord deal with them. All right. That's why that's another thing where, you know, taking example from, you know, different camp brethren. All right, because there was this one brother that had gotten this one Jake got in the face of this one brother, elder brother Zakba. All right, he was just, you know, preaching the gospel. He was out on the streets and stuff like that, and then this random Jake, Judite Jake, this nigga, all right, he just got up in his face like that. It was like, literally nobody could have predicted that. All right, no one. I didn't predict it. I didn't see that coming. He just randomly was just walking past, and he just got in his face like that, and then. Like he's a better man than me, honestly, because I highly doubt I would have been able to do that. And even then, when I go out on the highways and byways, like, and someone just literally just says something, all right, just walking by and says something, or makes some sort of weird ass gesture or something like that, like, even then I just at the bare minimum I want to just throw up a curse on them. But I've also seen you know, other brothers. All right, I forgot. I don't even think I knew the name, but there's this one brother. I want to give credit to where credit's due, because I felt like he was a very spiritual brother. But there's this one brother that when he has people bothering him and getting put in his face, he was the only one out of all the brothers in his camp that was spiritual enough to just, you know, ignore it. All right, and that's what we have to do. We have to be spiritual enough to ignore these demons and not let these demons get to us. All right, it's GMS. Contrition is key. Okay, well, I don't know why it's not showing up, but here, right here. Yeah, it was this brother right here. I don't know his name, but yeah, like there was this brother who he just basically showed such spiritual discipline in just not letting the stuff get to him, and he was the only one that was able to do it, which goes to show just how spiritual and disciplined he is, which, you know, I have to give him credit for. Call him All right, so yeah, and you know, that's something that I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get to that level. It is very hard because, you know, how I grew up in a way where I always have to get my get back. If someone touches me or hits me or anything like that, I have to hit them back. I have to do other stuff back. I have to get revenge. But, you know, now that I'm starting to see that the best revenge is letting YAHAWAH get revenge instead. All right, now also let me get this. Isaiah chapter 11 verse 13, the enemy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. So this is already a spiritual thing where Judah and Ephraim, they already have issues with each other apart. In that include being brothers. All right, so apart from the fact that we are brothers with each other, we are also, basically getting on each other's nerves and stuff like that. Ephraim envies Judah. Judah vexes Ephraim, which, let's actually get the definition of the word vex. Suck it so you can actually better know and understand what it is. Vex basically makes someone feel annoyed, frustrated, or worried, especially with trivial matters. Like, this is a trivial beef that we have, and it's like, but at the same time, it's like, what do I do? It's like, what do you do? Honestly, like, you don't even try to pick a fight with them, but yet Ephraim, and that's from my experiences, because I don't try to annoy people. I try to keep to myself, but sometimes just Ephraim just has to feel offended or whatever, and then they freaking think, okay, well, I'm gonna go do something. I'm gonna go freaking do this, down the third, and it's always for the literal dumbest things possible that they feel the need to come and bother me. All right, so it's just something that I hate, but at the same time, let me get this. Matthew 18 verse 15. Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. And there's more to this. You can read more, but I'm just going to get to the point. But basically, it's just, like, if you are able to say, hey, don't do that and whatnot, because that was another thing where it wasn't even an Ephraimite, it was a Judite. I have lots of different instances where random Judite, random Ephraimite, random Israelite, whatever, has just pissed me off and stuff like that and bothered me for literally no reason, just because I exist. People have beef with me, and then it's just like, what the fuck did I do? I literally just am existing, and people have a problem with me. Like, what are they, Esau? And sometimes that might be the case. Sometimes they maybe just be an Edomite. All right, but at the same time, this is apparent as well. And for the importance of this lesson, I'm going to teach this as well. 1 Thessalonians 4 verse 9. But as touching brotherly love, ye need not that I write unto you, for ye yourselves are taught of Yahweh to love one another. And we need to love one another, yes, but at the same time, like, if there's someone that's being a demon and they don't want to listen to reason, they're not going to listen to correction, then that's when you just leave them alone. Let the Lord handle them. Now, Romans 12 verse 10, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, in honoring one another. And this is once again just going into giving people the benefit of the doubt, sure, but at the same time not excusing bad behavior or being a straight up demon. All right, now finally, Romans 12 verse 17, recompense to no man evil for evil, provide things honest in the sight of all men. And this just goes back into, if someone wrongs you, right, even if they're Israelite or Edomite, you don't need to go out of your way to recompense them with evil and whatnot. Sometimes just let the Lord handle it, but at the same time, I'm not saying just sit down and take things. If an Israelite is wronging you, if an Israelite is wronging you, then of course you are in your full right to defend yourself. But at the same time, that's what turn the other cheek is. It's not necessarily just let people beat on you or hit on you or anything like that. It's the true meaning behind it is just as a matter of fact, let me get that. The true meaning behind it is basically just letting things happen, which is what turn the other cheek is. Matthew chapter 5 verse 39. But I say unto you that ye resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee on thy right cheek, turn to him the other also. Again, it's not just let people beat on you or anything like that. It's just, if something is going on, just if someone's wronging you, let it happen, because the Lord is going to basically handle these ruffians and whatnot. So with that, praise was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, Yahawashi, Yahawadah, honors to the elders and apostles, great Muslim, above the ball, and shalom.